Ladies and gentlemen, you are now under the verbal vibration of dub. And this is Spoken Word from the Underground. And I'm your host, Brother Rob, or Brother Rob, if you don't feel like saying the whole thing.
It is God's will, and most definitely my desire to remind you that not just through your spirituality, but through your genetic coding, you are in direct relations with God's most holy anointed Messiah. You see, Jesus was a black man, brother, man of color. God is love. I represent no secret societies nor social clubs. I don't rhyme to brag nor boast. I just prefer to do what I do on a more positive note. Now, if you see your brother down and you turn your head somewhere along the way, you may have been misled. You don't know where he's coming from. You don't know where he's been. And if you prejudge your brother too soon, that's a sin. And when I say brother, I don't necessarily mean black, because this will keep it a buck. It ain't exactly like that. Got to remember to keep it real with one another. Just because a man is black, that doesn't necessarily make him my brother. And I mean that from the heart, from beginning to end. Just because a man is white don't mean he can't be my friend. Now, that's just the way it is. It's one for you to grow on. You could tell two friends and they could tell two friends, and so on and so on. Never be ashamed to give God his proper praise, and never disrespect another brother or sister because of his or her race. Because when our day comes, that minute, that hour, we should not give to others that which was given to us when we are in a position of power. Put God first, because only God can please us, and then we shall be free. In the name of Jesus. Peace and blessings, brothers and sisters. You are now under the verbal vibrations of Dub C's Entertainment, and this is Spoken Word from the Underground, and I am your host, Brother Rob, the Poet Brown. Or Brother Rob, if you don't feel like saying the whole thing. We got another handful of heavy hitters in the house tonight and stuff. We're still waiting on a guest, so I'm just gonna kill a little time in the time being and stuff, right? Here on Dub C's Entertainment Network, it's not just Spoken Word from the Underground. We have other shows that can capture your attention. Coming up real soon, we got Heat from the Underground, hosted by Big Ed, my man Dominique, Ink Dropper. Yeah, that's gonna be dope. We got a Stop the Violence. That's a show on domestic violence hosted by Mr. Dub C's. Folks call in, drop all kinds of info and stuff. Very knowledgeable thing going on right over there. We also have Brother to Brother Men Talk. We sit down, we chop it up and stuff and what's going on in our lives and our struggles. And man shit be going on and stuff. Sisters are welcome to call in too, by the way. We also have Dub C's live on the air with Mr. Dub C spinning the dopest underground indie artist, spoken word, gospel, whatever your flavor is. You know what I'm saying? Send your stuff to spoken undergroundpowerhour.com. We also still have, and it's back, Underground Power Hour. Okay, you got music in MP3 form, send it to undergroundpowerhour@gmail.com. And if you have videos, send them on in. It's got to be in MP4 format for the videos and stuff. To undergroundpowerhour.com. You can get heard, you can get spun, you got to show support and stuff. You can't just pop in and wait for your shit and then you bounce. No, man, you got to pop in, hang in for a while, share, you know what I'm saying? And peace and blackness to all the brothers and sisters tuning in. My apologetics for not acknowledging you first and stuff. We appreciate you being here. Share, 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 and share some more and stuff. All right? And we're gonna make it happen at the Underground Power Hour and Dub C's Entertainment. Our guest is in the house. Peace and blessings, Queen. Hold tight, hold tight. You know, you on the couch right now and stuff. I'm just warming it up a little something, something and stuff, right? All right. Here's how the show goes. We have a guest and we have a feature. Now, the guest is welcome to do two short pieces or one long, big, dookie, magnanimous piece and bless us. And then we ask them what they doing, where can they be reached, And that's it. Now I'm gonna be honest with the guests and stuff, right? I always say you can do two short pieces, but don't nobody listen. Them points be longer than a motherfucker. But I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Do you? Okay. It's all right if you break that rule and stuff. The cuss card can be played every once in a while and stuff. I'm trying to stop cursing and shit, but if you fuck up, it's on you. So yeah. So what we're gonna do is okay. Everybody ready? The rules are out. Everybody ready? You feeling real loose? You got your beer, your wine, your sangria, your joy juice. I got mine. We're gonna pause for a station identification. Then we're gonna tiptoe on back and bring in our guests and our futures. Good.
Elevate. The ability to raise or lift something up to a higher position. Proverbs 4:25. Let your eyes look directly forward and your gaze be straight before you. I asked God to give me the purpose of my life. God spoke to me and said that the purpose of your life, Donis, is to be an inspiration to others and to share inspiration with the world. This is how Elevate was born.
Brothers and sisters, you are now under the verbal vibrations of Dub C's Entertainment. And this is Spoken Word from the Underground. And I'm your host, Brother Rob, the Poet Brown, or Brother Rob if you don't feel like saying the whole thing. Before we tiptoe forward and I bring in our lovely guest, I'd like to take one more time. Oh, I forgot to shout out the man behind the scenes and stuff and whatnot. I am not alone. Never. It's somebody behind the scenes working buttons. You see, it ain't me. I'm using both hands over here. Mr. Dub C, CEO of Dub C's Entertainment. What up, man? All right. I would also take one more time out to give special thanks to all the brothers and sisters tuning in, the brothers and sisters who show support, who play our music and stuff and whatnot. And just got grand love, man. We love y'all to life. And to all the haters, you get the consolation prize, a great big bag of nuts. Brothers and sisters, we're going to proceed forward with the show, bringing on our guest. This sister is like got talent with some extra change left over and stuff. She got more than one lane. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying all this because I mean, she don't get the real Q&A, but I got to try to hype her up a little bit and stuff because she's just cool like that and stuff, like running water on a fucking hot day and stuff. She's a spoken word artist. She's an actress, stage, working on movies, TV shows. She's a cool ass sister and stuff, man. All the times when I used to hang out in Chicago and stuff, man, she showed us. When I say us, I'm talking collectively and stuff, because she would like poets come into town and stuff. You was like, yo, man, stay up in this joint and stuff, man. You got to pay a little fee and shit. It ain't gonna be free or nothing. But she made everybody feel comfortable, cool and stuff, man. Showed us some good Chicago love and stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and let her bless you. All right, brothers and sisters, enjoy our sister queen, Analog Soul.
This is a story from the cradle of civilization, where the origins of man were formed. A young woman is born to be queen, empress, goddess. But it was not easy. So let us join her on her journey to self-discovery. My father is a volcano. My mother, lava, and I am a daughter of the ash. I fear not the temptation of hell's flames, for I have walked through the valley of the shadow of death, fearing no evil. as I am evil's nemesis. Watch the flight of the phoenix as I have died, reanimated, and arose from the ashes. My grandmother, she prayed for my reign upon this earth. Therefore, I must conquer you, the child of mediocrity. I apologize. My seams have been tattered and torn. The thread of my feet are half past worn, and I have muscle memory of brutal mental defloration. But without lifting a finger, Karma has become my redeemer. You see, mine enemies speak of me in lies with forked tongues, for my words have unraveled their dreams, made them rulers of none. My talents cultivated in the manner of disbelief, thus I have blossomed in this urban garden of Eden. I have tasted of the tree of knowledge and truth, and full of its wealth, I spit with the clarity of a sage. My destiny is overcome by obstacles, living my life as an example of triumph and adversity. I am a child of the universe, therefore my talents are limitless. Self-taught by design, not by choice, life is my teacher. For I am a student of pain and desperation. The science of perception has become mine enemy. You see, I see potential in my fellow man. My third eye seeks out the ultimate end game, and I truly believe that we shall all be as one, that eventually we shall overcome. For you see, I am my brother's keeper and my sister's champion. And though I treat everyone fairly, reciprocity is not my friend. You see, I learned to be my own hero. I learned to pee my friends like I pee my fruit, and not to let the world destroy me in you. You see, my growth rings are telltale signs of my struggle. But I will not change my path to spite my present. So heed the epitaph of my trials. Learn from my footsteps in the sand. My father was a volcano. My mother, lava. And I am a daughter of the ash.
Damn, dude. Queen. You know, I don't. Every time I hear that joint, what I love about that, you never break character through that whole joint and stuff, dude. I'm like, damn. It's
Thank
like I
you.
walked into a shop in New Orleans and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I have a
Oh
funny
man.
story of how it came to be.
Wow.
I was actually dating a gentleman from Nigeria,
Oh.
and we would argue all the time. We would fight over everything. And so every time we'd argue, I go to one of my girlfriends and talk about, us arguing like we do. And so she just said, I love when you all fight. And I was like, what? Like, you are not a good friend. And she was like, no, 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 because when you all argue, you turn into him. And it's hilarious. I didn't even realize I was doing it. So
Wow.
she would always say, when I get married, my wife, she will cook, she will clean, she will take care of my children, she will do everything I tell her. And so we would fight. That's how it began.
That's what's up. A true mark of a poet. Okay. Can you bless us with another one?
Absolutely.
Pretty please.
All right, all right. This one's for Tyree Nichols. a being with too much authority and too little scruples, alights his vehicle and walks towards my heart with a weapon cocked, ripping my lover from his cockpit of innocence. The being cuffs him, the being beats him, the being arrests him, degrades him for entering a no king zone, belting it out in a coward's tone and getting away with atrocities because my king is alone, hovering above in my dream bubble. I scream and beat the bubble until my hands bleed, but I cannot help. He cannot hear, and I am paralyzed with fear. For you see, the man that I adore is tantalizingly tall. The man that I adore is decadently dark. The man that I adore is driving while black. Someone, please tell me, how can this be? How can they treat my king this way because of a discrepancy? My master protector has had his body broken, cuts, scrapes, bruises, breaks his tokens. And this being has visited my heartthrob much too often, and I'm beginning to believe that the goal is to send my soulmate to his coffin. Hovering above, I scream and beat the bubble until I bleed, then drop to my knees. For it is finally revealed to me that this being is not human and does not see my mahogany king as a mine. And so I awake from this dream, realizing, yes, it is all just a dream, until the scent of liniment and cream forces me back to reality. And so duty calls. I mend the holder of my future seed, distracting him from my tears as I sing. Soon I will be done with the trouble of this world. Trouble of this world. Trouble of this world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of this world. I'm going home to live with my God. For you see, when they break a king, they also destroy a queen. That's that piece.
That was that piece. That wasn't just that piece. That was that piece. Okay, there's a difference when you say that shit. Okay, that was that piece. That's something for the brain and stuff.
Yes.
Damn good at what you do.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Analog Soul, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're listening, and you need to go ahead and support, get behind this sister queen. Analog. Before you drop all your information to where folks can reach you, What do you have going on? What's coming up and stuff? I mean, you got a massive track record. We ain't even gonna go there and stuff. What's going on now? What's good? What's good, Queen?
I got a lot of blessings going on right now. It's really wonderful. I am the lead in a Christian play called Jobetta. It's a modern day version of Job. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm also in a spiritual play called The Mirror Tells No Lies. So I'm in rehearsal for both these plays at the same time. So you pray for me. Yeah.
Always busy.
Um, I have a couple of podcasts that are coming up. My wonderful co-host for the season 3 of Words of Silk poetry TV show by I Said It the Poet Productions. My wonderful co-host, Brother O, the Living
Oh,
Miracle. Yes, that has just wonderfully and miraculously come through an entire heart surgery. As soon as he is ready, we will be going through with our season 3 of that show. So I'm very excited about that. Then I have a show that I'm about to spring on black ice right now. Um, it's called Line by Line, where I talk to an artist and ask them questions, but we literally go through one of their pieces line by lines, what the metaphors mean, what the similes mean, what they were going through in their minds. And it's going to be really exciting. And it's going to be produced, of course, by the multi award winning POET radio. So I'll let you know when that's happening.
that's dope. That's dope.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
what's up.
And
That's what's
right now, though, I am working on a spiritual spoken word CD because I'm going after that Grammy, y'all. It's open for us now.
Mhm.
So, doing that, I am writing scripts for short films based on the tracks on the Analog Soul Experience CD. And those 2 poems that I did, of course, will be a part of that series. So I'm very excited about that. And I am writing my first short film, and it's going to be a science fiction film. So like I said, many blessings, and I'm just kind of touring around Tennessee right now. Yeah, so I kind of my weekends have been nonstop go, so it's been really, really wonderful. So
What's up?
life is
That's
good.
what's up. That's what's up. You stay busy and stuff. I really love your determination and whatnot. And I mean, you just busting out with talent and stuff. You manifest, okay? That's
Yeah,
how that should go. You know what that means.
right.
So, Sister Queen, could you dare share with the brothers and sisters where you can be reached? And if they want to follow you, the whole 9 yards, get your spell on.
Absolutely. You can find me on all your social media outlets under Kylie Brown, Kiley Brown. And you can go to my website at www.analogsoultheartist.com. You can email me at analogsoulthepoet@gmail.com.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Analog soul. Hand claps. Dubs, we got to get some sound effects and stuff so we can get some hand claps and standing ovations and stuff. Because people, brothers and sisters, if you in the chat, throw up a whole bunch of hearts and thumbs and stuff. All right, let's do it like that and stuff. Okay, Analog Soul Sister, you dope with some change left over. Request. Would you please, if you can, stay in for the rest of the show? At the end, we want to come back around and get everybody's last comments for the show and everything. If you could.
Absolutely. I got me a cigar ready.
Holla. Okay. That's what's up, girl. Sit on the couch. You got your cigar. We got a cooler. We got some coolers, some beers, and some waters and stuff in there. Get your chill on and stuff. That's what's up. The show's getting funky, man. God damn, you can't act like you ain't like that. Before we bring on Before we go to our feature, and before we go to station identification, brothers and sisters, you are now tuned in and under the verbal vibrations of Dub C's Entertainment, and this is Spoken Word from the Underground, and I am your host, Brother Rob, the Poet Brown. Well, Brother Rob, if you don't feel like saying the whole thing. Spoken Word from the Underground is not the only show that you can catch on Dub C's TV, okay? We also have Brother to Brother, hosted by Dub C's and Big Mike. It's a show where brothers get together and talk about our issues and whatnot, chop it up. Sometimes we'll start off with an issue and just go somewhere else with it and stuff. Sisters are more than welcome to call in and give their, 411 on what's going on and stuff. It makes for better communication and stuff too. We got Dub C's live on the air, spinning the dopest underground artists and stuff and whatnot. And you can get heard. But the really one, the funky junky one, Underground Power Hour, where you can get your music heard. Tune in if you're an artist. Send your music in an MP3 and you can get heard. If you have videos, send them in MP4 format and we'll spin your videos. But you got to be a participant, a willing participant, like we said earlier and stuff. You can't just tune in, hear your shit, and then roll out and stuff. No, you tune in, you listen, you share and stuff. And even after you join, even if you gotta go, at least stay for 3 more songs and stuff, man. Be fair with it and stuff. You don't want nobody doing you like that and stuff. We also have Stop the Violence, a show based on the issue of domestic violence, hosted by Mr. Dub C. Sisters call in, we vent, we communicate. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. And coming down the pike, we got Heat from the Underground, hosted by Ink Dropper and Big Ed. Okay, so you got more than one form of information and entertainment over here. Before we go into our feature, we're going to pause for station identification, and then we're going to let our feature go in. And trust me, you ain't going to be disappointed. All right. Brothers and sisters, you are now under the verbal vibrations of Dub C's Entertainment, and this is Spoken Word from the Underground, and I'm your host, Brother Rob, the Poet Brown. Well, Brother Rob, if you don't feel like saying the whole thing. All right, brothers and sisters, we're going to bring forth our feature and whatnot. The brother got a resume long as tall as Andre the Giant and stuff and whatnot, man. I mean, he been around the block, been in the game. There's a lot I could say, but I want to talk it with him while we're doing the Q&A and stuff and whatnot, because me and him got history and stuff, and he really opened me up to the Chicago and everything and stuff. Through him, I met Dub C's and stuff, and Larry was the one who turned me on to everybody else. But anyway, brothers and sisters, coming to the mic, we got from Chicago, CEO of POET, Poet, People of Extraordinary Talent. Brothers and sisters, allow me to introduce you to our feature, Black Ice.
The nominees for Best Spoken Word Poet are Black Ice, Goddess Warrior the Poet, Jay Ivy, Kara Jackson, Kay Love the Poet, and the winner is Black Ice.
Peace and blessings, fam. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir.
I feel great to be on on the show tonight, man. It's been a long time coming. Peace and blessings to my man Dub C's too.
Thanks for coming along for the ride, my brother, and stuff. I mean, damn, folks don't know and stuff. We go back a couple of years and stuff. Not the big extended history that we're gonna try to get into, that you've had and stuff. But it's a cool thing, just sharing stages with you and stuff and whatnot. You know, my first award in my sojourn as a spoken word artist came from poet and stuff. I was on I got an award for radio host. And that was before I even was invited to be a part of poet and stuff. So you showed me love from the break. You know what I'm saying and stuff. First time I met Ice Brothers and Sisters with the last National Spoken Word Awards, which was in Jersey and whatnot. And the brother didn't do nothing but show me love ever since and stuff. You know. So Ice, what it do, man?
Man, it's been a real busy 2023 over here in these parts. I think I've already done about 36 events this year so far. Um, you know, First of all, peace and blessings. Shout out to my man Short Body who's tuning in too. I appreciate you, brother, for all the support that you've been giving me over the years. But look, check this out. Last year I did 192 events. This year I am pushing to break that. So I'm saying that to make a long story short. I don't look at other artists to compete against other artists. I try to compete against my best, and break my best record and kind of move forward. So that's what I'm pushing for this year, man. Like I said, February, it was about 24 events in February alone. So your brother is grinding over here, man, trying to show that still at age 50, being in the game, you can still be successful and really make a mark.
Brother, age ain't nothing but a number and stuff and whatnot.
That's right.
Before you dropped that big 5-0 and stuff, you were still going hard and stuff. That means you ain't changed your ways. Your passion is still there. Okay,
That's
motherfucker
right.
might look at you. Motherfucker might look at us and be like, yeah, he kind of like an OG and stuff. But you don't know what this OG been through and stuff and whatnot.
That's
He can
right.
stand in front of a million mother puss buckets and stuff and shine. What can you do, Yanni? You know what I'm saying? So don't trip off the age, man. You good and stuff, dude. And I always like your drive anyway and stuff, man. You know.
And
Now let me
it's about setting an example at the same time. A
right.
lot of people, you know, I can't say that I feel like doing every performance that I'm booked to do. Sometimes you're just not going to feel good. Um, and sometimes you're just going to want to do the regular life stuff, like just like me and my wife, we just came from the movies watching Creed, and things like that. You enjoy the opportunity to do those type of things when your schedule is so busy. So yeah, it's a grind. And be careful what you ask for, because if you ask for this life and you ask God to bless you with it and he bless you with it, you definitely, you're gonna have to grind.
Yes, sir. Love shout out to the queen and stuff and whatnot. Because if you ain't got a sister backing you and stuff and respecting your passion and stuff and whatnot, you might that's a distraction too. So, hats off to her
Absolutely.
and stuff for, rocking with you and doing what
Absolutely.
but let me ask you and stuff. I mean, it's going this conversation gonna lead into all kinds of shit. But um I know you started. I don't know if you start. I know you was. I don't know if you started out with spoken word or hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I know you
Well,
have a back. You have a background in both. So which one was it poetry first or hip hop first, and then you got into poetry? I mean, how
when I
did it?
first started out in the game, there was no such thing as spoken word at
Right.
that time. We talking about 85, 86, and
Yeah.
there was no art genre at that time known as spoken word. There was poetry and there was hip hop or rap, rhythm and poetry. But yeah, I started out in a game with hip hop. I met a group called the MOC Rappers. It was Top Dog, Double C, and Baby Fresh. And at the time, I was visiting a family member of mine on 54th and Paulina. And I was just getting into rapping. I was just getting into writing raps. I had always written poetry, but I had just getting into, writing raps. And when I saw them perform, it was like, man, it blew my mind. You know, it really lit a fire in me and really inspired me. And
Right.
so when I saw those brothers, I began to take it more serious. And even if you go beyond that, meeting them uh, around that same time, the movie Crush Groove came out, which really inspired me too. So yeah, man, hip hop was definitely far preceding spoken word.
Right.
You're talking about maybe for me, maybe like a 15 to 20-year difference, or really like a 15-year difference between the time I started hip hop to the time I started spoken word.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. When was I got I write shit down and stuff. When did you know? I When did you know? When did you say Black Ice is born and stuff? You know what I'm saying? And it's an add-on question. I'm gonna ask you one right after that, but it's got the same subject matter and stuff and whatnot. But when did you know Ice was born? Black Ice.
Well, I was running for political office at the time I got into spoken word, and this was the year 2000. And in November of 2000, I competed in a poetry contest. This is while I was running for political office. I was told not to perform because we didn't want the seniors to that didn't like rap feel like a rapper was running for political office.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, cool, all right. So I would go out at night while the cameras were off, and while I know I really wasn't being followed, and I would go out to the south suburbs, and I would go and compete in the poetry slams. This was a new form of art for me. I had been exposed to it by my big sister Strawberry Taylor, queen of erotic poetry, rest in peace.
Rest in power.
And so she began to throw these poetry slams or competitions. And the first one that I entered, I won.
Mm.
And I'm like, this is a new art form for me. I'm gauging where I'm at as opposed to the people who had already been in it and I knew when I first saw it that I wanted to do it, but when I actually ended up doing it, I knew that I had carved my mark at that moment on stage as a spoken word artist named Black Ice.
Mm. Heavy, man, heavy. All right. Same subject matter and shit, but from a different pool. As we do what we do, we come across crowds that really ain't necessarily up on the conduct of a spoken word venue and stuff.
Yes.
So I'm not saying like a rowdy crowd, because one time I had a rowdy crowd and stuff. I shut them down and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you ever had what type of crowd? Okay, and this adds back on to you knowing that this is what Ice was meant to do. The crowd just ain't paying no damn attention and stuff. And while you doing your joint, you be like, boom, all of a sudden they quiet as a bunch of church mouses and shit. And then when you finish and shit, they show you all the love and madness in the world and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know you got one, man, and stuff, which is going back to kind of like,
I have plenty. When I first started doing spoken word and really getting established, I hosted an open mic set at a bar. And as you know, bars have long bars and people are sitting there at the bar and they're drinking and they're socializing. And so I hosted a set for about 3 or 4 years at those type of places. But having the experience of hip hop and coming from hip hop into spoken word, I was already experienced and performing in front of all different kinds of crowds. And so one of the things as a mentor and as a teacher or guru, when it comes to art and artist development, I teach artists that if you find yourself in front of an unruly crowd, Everybody respects the dead. So one of the things that I do is I ask that the crowd gives me one moment of silence for everybody that we've lost this year. Your grandmother, your mother, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle. Everybody respects the dead, and everybody respects somebody who has passed away in their family. So I change the energy. So when I ask for everybody to give me a moment of silence for everybody that we've lost and that's passed, you don't hear a pin drop. And then I break that moment of silence with a piece. And that's how I'm able to, a lot of times, pull back in the audience, especially if somebody that went before me lost the crowd and all they doing is talking and everything. You know, there are different things that you can do. You know, I would get off stage and I would go and perform right in front of the people that was doing the talking and made the most noise. And then everybody in the club would be focused on them because I'm performing in front of them. I'm performing to them. So really, I'm like putting them on the spot. So, you know, there's a couple of things that based on experience that you can do to kind of like gain back control of a crowd that either no one had before you got on stage or someone had it and lost it.
Right. That's what's up. I can dig that and stuff. Hope y'all poets that's out there listening is paying attention. Brothers and sisters, I'd like to also note that there's a phone number tiptoeing across the bottom. You know what I like about doing this show and stuff, Ice and shit, man? You know, I never saw myself doing a show and stuff, right? So then when I see myself on the camera and I see words going across the bottom and shit, man, it's like underground CNN and shit and stuff. And I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But brothers and sisters, it's a phone number going across here. You can call in if you would like to and show some love to the feature, to the host, to the guest, whatever the case may be, or ask a question. You're more than welcome to. You know what I'm saying? And also show
Can you
love.
say that number, my brother, for the people who may not be able to see it?
Right, left. All right, it's going across now, and my shit is small. Okay, see, it went past. See?
You can't even see it. What you like?
Does put a big poster sign over that motherfucker. I don't know.
There you go.
There it is, right that there yonder. Yeah. Call in, brothers and sisters, and show love to the guests, show love to the host and stuff. Say that you enjoy us, man, because we enjoy you, and share and stuff. All right. Now, Ice, I done sit up here and ask you a whole bunch of damn questions. Not one time I asked you to do a poem. Come on,
That's
man.
true. That's true.
That's on me and shit because I fuck with you and shit. And I'm like, I know you can answer a whole bunch of questions and shit. Nigga, we got to hear some poetry too. Come on. Break us off something funkified and stuff with some change left over.
Well, we're celebrating right now the birthday of Chicago, 186 years. But we're also celebrating DuSable because there wouldn't be a Chicago without a black man by the name of DuSable who founded the city. So let's talk about that. I am the father of Chicago. My name is Jean-Baptiste Point DuSable. I come from a royal bloodline. My ancestors were kings, queens, and prophets. From Israelite to African, Haitian slave, life of my people was very modest. My grandparents landed on the shores of Saint Domingue by way of slave ships. They gave birth to my mom, who gave birth to me around 1746. My father, Point DuSable, was a Frenchman. My mother, Susanna, a slave lady. My people were slaves under the French when Saint Domingue became Haiti. But thanks to a 13-year revolt and war led by Toussaint Louverture, Haiti regained its independence in 1804, but I digress. I soon would leave the only home I knew. I was a skilled mariner who traveled the seas by way of ships. From my father, I learned the way of politics and sailed from Haiti to New Orleans around 1766. There I became friends with some of the native tribes. They taught me the ways of the land, how to develop it, farm it, and how to get by. And when beef among native tribes began to increase, I became a peacemaker. Blessed are the peacemakers, for I kept the peace. And among the native tribes, I met a beautiful girl named Kitty Hawa, and she became my wife. She gave birth to Jean Jr. in 1773 and a daughter, Susanna, who I named after my mom who died. She was born 2 years later in 1775. Shortly thereafter, I was approached by the British, but I refused to fight in the Revolutionary War. See, God had something much more greater for me in store. I would take my family and leave New Orleans to settle in an unsettled land to build something new. A place with no slaves, not ruled by any foreign power. This place was called East Chicago, or in case you didn't know, East Chicago later became known as Chicago. I've developed a successful trade post there, developed over 800 acres of swampland, a skilled interpreter, skilled in French, Spanish, English, and many of the native languages. The Europeans would travel to my trade post to buy their fur. So when you gaze upon the Chicago River, see me. When you travel down DuSable Lakeshore Drive, see the harbors and that beautiful skyline, see me. I am the founder of Chicago. Not that I was the first one here, but I was the first to arrive, establish trade. I had no slaves. I am the father of Chicago. My name is Jean Baptiste Point DuSable. That's that piece.
That's Black history. That's Black history. That's Black history. I hope y'all paying attention and stuff. When we did a show last week and stuff on Black history and stuff, one of my main things was study for yourself. Stop waiting on somebody else to bring knowledge to you and stuff. God didn't create you to do like that. Wait for somebody to hand it to you and stuff. All right? But anyway, that's Black history. Brothers and sisters, you are now tuned in under the verbal vibrations of Dub C's Entertainment, and this is Spoken Word from the Underground, and I am your host, Brother Rob, the Poet Brown. Well, Brother Rob, if you don't feel like saying the whole thing, we're going to tiptoe into a commercial identification, then we're going to get back and we're going to get some more poetry, some spoken word, and a little bit of more Q&A from our feature, Black Ice.
We got one caller.
Groovy man.
Caller. What's good, caller?
We're calling to show up in the show, you know, I usually do, Dub.
That's what's up. Hey, you got any questions or anything to say to my man Black Ice, the king of poetry?
Yeah. What actually inspired you or how you started all that?
How did he get started in it?
Yeah.
That's a
What was the
question,
question, Rob?
He said when did you get started? You know, how did you and when did you get started in poetry?
It was 2000, and I went over that a few moments ago. It may not have been on, but my big sister Strawberry, she invited me to a spoken word poetry show. And I saw the artists that were performing in that show, and coming from the rap game, I was like, man, I could do that. And if I got into the game, I can have an advantage, because many of the poets that I saw was not performers or entertainers. They were great lyricists. They recited their poetry, but they wasn't like me. And so I said, man, if I get into this game with my entertainment skills, I said I could really bring something different to the stage. So starting in November of 2000, I entered into the spoken word genre as Black Ice, spelled BLACKICE. 2 years later, I found out that there was another poet by the name of Black Ice from Philadelphia. And so I changed the spelling of black from BLACK to BLAQICE. Believe in the Lord, ask questions, intelligent, creative, and extraordinary. That's how I got into the game. That's how I got started.
That's what's up. You got any more questions, my brother, before we go to commercial break?
No, I'm good.
All right, that's good. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my man Dominic. You can catch him. He's coming up. He's going to be the host of the show Heat from the Underground. It's a spoken word show as well. Spoken word seems to be taking over a lot of things, man. I'm happy it's going like that. You know, at the end of the show, I'll come in and I'll say something. Hey, Ice, I gotta say this because she's on here right now. The comment right there, that's Big Resky's mom. She's saying hi. She's watching the show. For those that don't know, Big Resky is one of our legend brothers that passed on. That is our brother that lives through us. So his mom is watching the show, and she said hi.
Hey, that's our mom.
Exactly. Exactly. She said, Ice, Mama Roz say hi.
Love you, Mama Roz.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, we're gonna go to commercial break, and we're gonna come back and Brother Rob do his thing, his question, Ice, and we're gonna have. Let me see if we got another call. Oh, he hung up. Oh. We got another caller, y'all. Hold on one second. Caller, you on?
Yo, what's going on? It's your man L1.
What's up, L1?
Yeah,
This Dub C's, man. You tuned in to Brother Rob's show, Spoken Word from the Underground. Special guest, Analog Soul, along with the King of Poetry, Black Ice.
okay, what's going on, brother? What's going on, my people? How y'all doing?
Peace and blessings.
That's what's up, man.
That's what it is. Oh, God. Everybody calling now. We got more callers calling.
Hey, I'm texting everybody, brother.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Hey, don't hang up, bro. Let me snatch this up when we coming back. Caller, you on?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, you tuned into you calling into the spoken word from the underground. I'm quiet. You must be calling in. You got something you want to say to Black Ice.
Hey, yes, I wanted to say hey to my dad. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's what's up.
That sounds like my amazing, beautiful, most talented daughter and heir to the throne, Brazen.
Brazen in the house.
Hey, you are that and more.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm about to cry. Oh.
Real quick, daughter, why don't you tell everybody how we met, how long we've been connected, and your journey with Just Poet. You know, it's been this is amazing, and this is I ain't gonna say I'm gonna let her tell you. Good.
And she's an award-winning poet too.
That's right.
Hey, yeah, so we met when I was 14 years old in high school, and you introduced me to poetry. I think you actually helped me create my poetry persona, Brazen, and we're here now. Now I'm Brazen. Yeah, I kind of took a hiatus when I was in college, and then after college, I came right back.
Nice.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Nice.
I ain't trying. Hey, we ain't rushing nobody, but we studied the lines. Everybody see Ice on everybody on the line now.
Okay, I love you, daughter. See you on the 18th.
That's what's up.
All right, you on the smoke? Oh, they got tired of waiting. Hey, we're gonna take the quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna I'm quite sure we're gonna have some more phone calls. Salute to my man Everly McDaniels, also the co-host along with my man Dominic for the new show that's coming up on the Dub C's Entertainment Network, Heat from the Underground. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna take this break, y'all. We're gonna check out some more Black Ice.
The nominees for Best Spoken Word Poet are Black Ice, Goddess Warrior the Poet, Jay Ivy, Kara Jackson, K Love the
This is Goddess Warrior right here, who was also nominated. I wanted her to come up here with me because she's the future of spoken word in Chicago, and tonight is her birthday. Y'all give her a nice round of applause. Happy birthday. I love you, Queen. In 16 more days, I'll be celebrating my 50th, right? Aries in the house, all the Aries make some noise. Look, I want to thank Almighty God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right now. And for all my Israelite family, which all of you are, we're celebrating God's New Year tonight. I want to thank Ephraim Martin, Martin's International. I want to thank the whole Chicago Music Awards staff and family. It's a beautiful thing that spoken word is now being acknowledged and now being honored and given its proper due. Give it up for all the poets in the city of Chicago. This is National Poetry Month, the month of April. I want to say to my beautiful wife that's sitting right there, right in the middle, stand up, Queen. I want to say thank her because she's the one that's making the sacrifices when I'm traveling, doing all these shows. And I want to say thank you, wife. And thank you to everyone who's here, everyone who voted. God bless you all. Thank you and good night. Give a round of applause.
That's the spoken word from the underground.
Brothers and sisters.
From the underground.
Oh, you got calls.
You know, let me just say one thing about that video. I think what stands out to me more about that video is really not the award that I won, but it was the fact that I was able to bring another poet that was nominated in the same category, share my stage and show that poet some love. Not too many artists would have done that in what was supposed to be their moment. But
right.
But again, it's about setting the example.
Yeah. And Sister been on the show, and she is thunder. Okay. So yeah, you were correct. She's definitely the future of spoken word and stuff. Brothers and sisters.
Rob, analogs.
The verbal vibrations of Dub C's Entertainment. And this is Spoken Word from the Underground, and I am your host, Brother Rob, the Poet Brown, or Brother Rob if you don't feel like saying the whole thing. Dubs, we got any callers in layaway? Anything going on?
Yep, here we go. Caller, you have reached the Spoken Word from the Underground. State your name, where you calling from. Caller, state your name and where you calling from. You reached the Spoken Word from the Underground.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you're the caller.
Oh, great. I didn't know you were talking to me. This is Marvelous Mar, and I'm calling from Washington State.
Okay. What you got? I see Brother Ice smiling, so you know you got a question for him.
How about that?
Question or comment, question or comment. So I'm featuring on this live, beautiful show today, hosted by Brother Rob on the Underground Power Hour. And this sister right here, I met this sister on Instagram. And instantly our relationship have definitely grown. She's now one of the hosts on Voices Behind the Pens. So, sis, I guess you can kind of like real brief, just talk about, our journey together, you meeting me meeting you, and how we've built this relationship and done some wonderful things.
Well, like Black said, we met on Instagram on a live, and it's just been a whole lot of fun since then. I'm now a member of Poet, People of Extraordinary Talent. So I'm really happy and blessed. But Black has mentored me quite a bit. There's been times when, things weren't going so comfortably in my mind, because, that's where everything happens. It ain't really outside, it's inside of you. This brother has knocked me down off the ledge and helped me to, to see things in perspective. friend, a trusted colleague to, help you see the error of your own ways and help you to grow. And he's been just a champion for me and pushing me forward to be the best poetess that I can be. And so I'm really grateful, really blessed for that.
That's what's up, sis.
Thank you so much, sis.
All right, sis, we ain't trying to rush you off, but we got another caller that's trying to get in. Everybody want a piece of ice. I'm waiting for my mama to call and say, hey, Ice Cube.
Right.
All right, sis, we love you.
Love you too.
All right, caller, you have reached the spoken word from the underground. State your name and where you calling from.
This is Chicago's own legendary DJ Kenny G calling from Chicago, Chi-Town, trying to be a part of tonight's show.
Wait, hold up. Let me do this. Did he say this is DJ Kenny G?
Yes, in the flesh, in person.
What's up, my brother? Hey, this is one of the brothers, Dub C's. Just want to say I love you, my brother. I'll be watching y'all. I'll be checking y'all on Twitch and in between my motions and everything. But this ain't about me. I know you calling in to holler at Brother Ice, but I just had to holler at you, my brother.
Hey, it's not a problem, bro. I appreciate the love, my brother.
All right. Hey, man, what you got to say to Ice? Hey, this is when a big brother call in, I got kind of nervous for a minute, like, uh-oh.
Oh man, you can't get nervous, man. We all doing the same thing and making it do what it do. We all want love.
That's what it is, baby. Ice, this is your show, Ice. I'm gonna shut up.
So Kenny G, I'm featuring tonight, my brother. So I got people calling in, showing me some love. So, me and my brother, we talk like every other day. So let the people know what you feel about your little brother, man.
Oh, you know what? Me and little brother, where do I start, man? We go back so far in the beginning, from the hustle game to the entertainment game to the little battles that we do from time to time on the music stuff. I learned from him, and he's learning from me as well. I mean, I can start anywhere, but this is not about me. This is about you, man. I mean, everything that you do, as long as I've been knowing you, to see you continue to do what you still do at a high level, it always inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing. And I've been in the game for over 30 years, and we're pretty close as far as the entertainment game is almost the same. I mean, even though I'm older than you, I'm still considered the big brother. But, watching little brother keep doing what he's doing, it just inspires me to keep doing it nonstop. So I can only say that, like I said, this ain't about me, this is about you. So I ain't gonna keep talking and keep up and try to steal the show from me.
That's what's up.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, DJ Kenny G. Ladies and gentlemen, the infamous DJ Kenny G.
Yeah, thank you for allowing me to be a part of what you all are doing tonight. Because, hey, it's all of what we do, and love that keeps coming from people all over the world and all over the place, wherever we be, and people showing up and supporting is what keeps us doing what we're doing.
That's what's up, my brother. That's all love.
Yes,
Sure.
I love.
Black Ice. Yes, sir.
You have tuned in to you have called into the spoken word from the underground. Call us, state your name and where you calling from.
Johanna Fields, calling from Virginia.
Calling from Virginia.
That's what's up. CMV.
VA.
What's up, sister? Go and holler at your brother.
I'm fine. I got this piece I was working on. I'm not fully done with it, so it might be a little scrambled, but here it is. How could I let you out respectfully, baby? Maybe I should introduce you to my fantasies, blindfold your curiosity, and your pussy lips slowly with already flawless. Come in my room full of mirrors, melt my body of ice cream, sweat me out, sweat me out. I submit to you and your flavors of now and later. You are good at what you do. I need some practice with your naked. I just make love to you while the moon is full, make you howl every syllable of my name. That's that piece.
Nice.
Oh,
Well, hey man, let us fan.
In the middle of that, so that's what I had, so I just laid it down.
Comfort is important, sister. What's your name? And don't lie to me. What's your name?
Ghana Shamar.
Ghana Shamar. Um,
Nice to meet you, Ghana Shamar.
Nice to meet you as well.
do you have any questions for Black Ice? He's the feature for tonight and stuff. That was a dope piece. I ain't gonna front. But you have any questions for Black Ice and stuff?
I don't know if this has been asked, but how long has he been a poet? What made him become a poet?
That's cool. So that's an interesting question because it's different between being a poet and a spoken word artist. So I've been a poet ever since I've been a child. My mom is a Jehovah's Witness, so she used to bring these books home called My Book of Bible Stories. And I used to open it up. It was a big yellow book, and it had beautiful illustrations inside the book of, paradise and Samson and Delilah and David and Goliath. And so I used to write poetry about the beautiful images that I saw inside the book. And that's how I started writing poetry. But when I started stepping on stage to perform poetry now, there was a big time gap between the time I began writing poetry and the time I became a spoken word artist. Because in between that time, I was a rap artist. So spoken word came into play in the year 2000. And so I've been doing spoken word now for 22 years. And it has carried me all over the world.
Yeah, that's a passion for you.
Yep.
Indeed. And sister,
Indeed.
for future reference and stuff, call in. I mean, watch every time we doing spoken word from the underground or heat from the underground. Tune in. You got a flow and stuff, man. I think folks need to hear you and stuff. I appreciate you calling in and stuff and whatnot. For real, for real.
Thank you. When do y'all do this? Is it every Sunday?
no, it's every.
Go ahead, Dubs.
It's basically like every other Sunday like that. But also don't forget, follow Black Ice on Facebook, Instagram, however you can catch him, and also tune in to Voices Behind the Pen. That's a show that he has. I think it's every Monday, right, my brother?
Yeah, that's an open mic every Monday. If the sister don't mind, what I'll do is I'll send her a text. Do you mind me taking your number so I can send you a text for tomorrow?
Yes, that's fine. Marvelous Mar usually always brings me along. I've been there for a while.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, if you connected with Marvelous Mar, you already connected then.
Yeah, I'm cousin.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I appreciate you, Queen.
No doubt.
All right. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
Okay. All right. Hey, brother, the floor is yours, my brother.
Groovy, man. Groovy. Black Ice. What
Yes,
keeps
sir.
you going? What keeps you going, brother? What keeps you going?
Passion, man. I love what I do. And now the challenge is the older I am getting, just like any prize fighter, boxer, basketball player, you want to know that you still got it. You know, you want to know you can still step on stage and compete. You know, although my biggest competitor is myself. You know, God has given me a great gift, man, and you know, it's about being able to still be effective and touching the hearts and the minds of the people in which you are put in front of.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. What if you could name your favorite spoken word artist? Let's say top 5, alive or dead.
Spoken word artist.
Mm-hmm. Top 5, alive or dead.
Mm, that's interesting. Mama Brenda would be among those. She has passed away, and I'm only talking about spoken word artists that I know perform their work, not necessarily those who read what they have written. I give much respect to them also. But Mama Brenda would be amongst the top 5, and this is not going to be in any kind of order.
Right.
Talam AC would be amongst my top 5.
Yes, sir.
Triple Black would be amongst my top 5. Momentum would be amongst my top 5, and that's 4 right there, right?
Yeah.
Mama Brenda, Triple Black, Talam AC, Momentum. Right, that's 4. And I would probably round this thing off with K Love.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Impressive with some change left over, don't you know? Tell you what. Spit me one more piece. And I got 2 more questions for you and stuff and whatnot. And then we're going to wrap this thing on down and stuff and come back for final comments and, you know, tell folks what you're doing and where you can be reached, the whole 9 yards and stuff. Sound like
All
a
right,
plan?
well, let's get into it.
Cool.
What's your name, boy? My name is Kunta Kinte. I said, what's your name, boy? My name is Kunta Kinte. No, boy, I said your name is Toby. Since we've arrived here in the hulls of ships, we've been dehumanized, beaten into submission, whipped, branded, name changed, demasculated, manhood taken, pick the biggest, baddest nigga on the plantation and buck break him. Put this nigga on public display for all to see. Make him say his name is Toby. What's your name, boy? My name is Kyrie. I said your name is Toby. No, sir, my name is Kyrie. Every time a nigga gets too big for his own good, Massa has to make one thing understood. I'll put you on that NBA auction block. You waited in line to get sold. With the first pick in the 2011 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Kyrie Irving from Duke University. I sold you, nigga. Put you under contract. And since we bought and sold you, nigga, we owe you. And we control you. Smile, nigga. Dribble that ball. Shut up. I dare you to defy me. What's your name, boy? I said, my name is Kyrie. I said, your name is Toby. No, sir. My name is Kyrie, and eyes free. 2 Peter 2:3 says of us Israelites that they shall make merchandise of us. You are now property of the NBA. Nigga, watch what you say. What's your name, boy? My name is Ye. I said, your name is Toby. No, sir, my name is Ye. Now it's hard to control this one right here. This nigga right here got a big mouth. And when he opens it, we never know what's going to come out. Wait a minute. I know he ain't talking about me. Talking about going DEFCON 3, boasting and bragging that he's a billionaire when he gets his money from me. And then this nigga has the gall to say, I can say anything I want to say and Adidas can't drop me. 2 days later, billionaire status revoked. GD, nigga, don't you know you black folks So you can get away with talking about black folks, niggas and bitches using their platform. You can rape black women and kill niggas on record, but if you criticize a so-called Jew for something that he know is true, you set off an alarm. They swarm you like vultures. You become a victim of cancel culture, made an example of to keep the rest of the slaves in place. They slap us in our face, rape us with our talent, assassinate our heroes, but now we know who we are, the chosen of God, from Hebrews to Negroes. Kyrie and Ye not only rebelled, they exposed the lies that Edom tells. Oh, what? I gotta be a funny nigga and put the truth in a joke like Dave Chappelle on SNL. See, they already know who we are. We were created with an innate ability to be great. They also know that we are the only people on earth that fits the prophecy of Israel in Deuteronomy 28:15-68. And every time we begin to awake, those who are in power target black men. Pharaoh did it to Moses in Egypt. Herod did it to Jesus in Jerusalem. And in America, they doing it again. In the 60s, heroin was sent in to target black men and spare the ladies. Then when hip-hop movement exploded, crack was sent into our community in the 80s. All distractions, but you can't stop fate. So please don't take the bait. And when we begin to expose them for who they really are, they call it hate. They know that when the world finally recognizes us for who we really are, then the $1 million question will be asked. Who in the hell are they? Toby, that's that piece.
Dope, man.
Hey, Big Mike. What's up, cuz? Man, these niggas, man, they must be crazy, man.
No, cuz, niggas only around you, man, when they can get something from you.
I feel you, cuz.
When they can't get nothing from you, there ain't nowhere to be found.
Man, that's true, cuz.
Man, holler at me when tax season come around.
Cuz, what you tell them?
Man, sit your ass down.
It's something about these so-called boys pretending to be men, those feminine dudes who's worse than women. All up in their emotional feelings, willing to do you. Screw you, if they have to. Well, I know a few. Some used to roll with my crew. They say that you can only wear the mask for so long until it reveals the real you. All the while, spreading mold through your crew like mildew. But here's the real issue. They want to be you. They want what they do.
You have reached a spoken word from the underground. State your name, where you calling from, caller.
Chi-Chi, and I'm calling from Linwood, Illinois, outside of Chicago.
All right. Chi-Chi, we can hear you live. Rock it out.
Oh, I have to say something?
You gotta speak to Brother Ice.
Yeah, you gotta let them know I'm featuring, man. And
Black Ice, I don't have to say no, but listen, right?
If that's what you want to do, he's featured on the show tonight called Spoken Word from the Underground. He's the feature tonight, and he's calling in, congratulating him on his accolades. You can say,
I'm congratulating Black Ice on his being an excellent spoken word artist.
Okay.
And on his accolades and on all his different books and awards and stuff, the poetry shows and everything.
That's what's up. Ice, we want to congratulate you on being Black Ice, brother.
Thank you so much, Chi-Chi. I'm sending you so much love back, okay? I can't wait to see you on the 18th. God's greatest gift.
Okay.
All righty, sister.
Superman love, yeah. But something wrong.
It's the Black
Clark Kent, baby.
I be the son of Jerome. Daddy told me to leave home, put me in a tube. They couldn't see me, but as I traveled, I saw other scenes. Then I knew that I was meant to be a fish of men. There were millions just like me, but I vibrated on a different frequency. Many of them were stranded, but I was the only one that survived and made it to this planet. Grew up in the hood, where I had to hide my identity, until one day I uncovered the truth, discovered the root of my power. It took me hours upon hours to perfect my game. My fame began to become evident. I became known as the Black Clark Kent. As a child, I spit faster than the speed of sound, leap over the Sears Tower in a single bound. And no, I didn't work for the Metropolis Daily Planet. I worked for the black-owned Defender newspaper out of Chi-Town.
Oh, it's hard goddamn work being this good. We did
it here, baby.
Another Black Ice production. This year we special for the listeners, y'all. It's hard work being this damn good. They wonder how could I top the last CD? But the gift of these words make what you hear now compared to what you heard look easy. And the last album was just a sign that it was time for me to be released from the earth. Third trimester definition. Last days before birth, the womb of my mind. Now I'm expanding my nostrils. Particles of the new man and an oxygen. A new testament. To the beginning of a new sentence. Black Ice, a definite art. And I become a part of you. 4 hours later, still serving you like a waiter.
But when black kill black, we need to see Black Lives Matter here in Chicago.
I hear about somebody from the show.
Anthology CD.
The Monday morning news is more than a television. We tune in just to find out how many people got shot this week. They say that the devil never sleeps, and can't nobody tell me that death never cheats. The smell of him reeks throughout our city streets, and the death toll rises as soon as the summer beats.
We can do better than that.
There will never be. Yo, Big Bird.
Here we go again.
And the niggas out here on these streets today, man, they ain't got no loyalty.
You don't get no love on these streets.
Man, shit's real out here in the shop.
Just like that.
Ain't nothing but crabs in the barrel. When you look at the news and see what's going on in our communities, did you ever think about what's going on behind the scenes? I came here so you can talk to me. As a matter of fact, close your eyes, let our souls connect, and just take a spiritual walk. Because we gotta ask ourselves some questions. These problems need solutions. So break out your pen and pad and take notes. Because today, like I used to talk about lessons. Here we go again, 30 years in the making. Album 19. Icon. Let's go. It's your boy, King of Poetry, Black Ice. Check this out. I was killing them in a new millennium. Switched up the flow, went to a few spoken words, set lots of few cats, and I just wasn't feeling them. Icon. Then one day I stepped on stage. I could have swore I heard someone say that there's a bomb in helium. Icon. From pyramid builders to project dwellers.
That's what's up. Dubs, not Dubs. Black.
Yes, sir.
2 more questions before we start wrapping this thing up and stuff. That was a dope medley of some of your work and stuff.
Yeah, I
man.
appreciate that. I hadn't heard some of those joints in a minute.
Right. All right, check it out. Okay, if everything ended right now, today, tomorrow, what would you want the world to see from your legacy?
The hundreds of little boys and girls that I've mentored, prevented from committing suicide, and whose lives I affected and changed and saved during the course of the time that I was here on this earth.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Good answer and stuff too, by the way. But check it out, 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 check it out. Dub C's want to jump in and say something, but I got one more question before he says something, before we go to final comments and everything and stuff, right? By God's will, it ain't gonna end tomorrow or today and shit. But that's just something I like asking folks and stuff, right? What's down the road for Black Ice? What's coming? What's in the future? What else do we have to look forward to and stuff with Black Ice?
Right. So this is a major year for me, and it's a transition year. So this is the year that I leave my 30-year job and I enter into a new phase where I would be solely doing what God has gifted me to do. And that is to use this gift that he has bestowed upon me to help go out there and change the world one heart, one mind, one verse at a time. Now, that might not necessarily mean that I'm not going to work a job, but the job that I work is going to be in the capacity of my gift.
Right.
You know, so I already work with East West University College. They have me there pretty regularly. I work with youth guidance with the Chicago Public Schools, and I've been working with them for some time. But when I leave this healthcare job that I'm working at, which I've been at for 30 years, then these two, and this is just among the two, will put me in a position where I can do this thing that I love so much and this gift that I've been blessed with daily instead of every once in a while.
Right.
Or once a week or so.
That's what's up. That's beautiful. That's beautiful and stuff. Dub's gonna tiptoe in and stuff. Is Analog Soul still on the couch and stuff? Because I want everybody to get their last thoughts and everything before we wrap it up and stuff.
She had to go.
Right, left.
She had to go. But brother, what I wanted to do, man, when he told me he was gonna have you on the show, man, I was excited, man, because I'm like, damn, I've been trying to get an interview with this brother since I started doing talk shows. But just to see, like Kenny G was like DJ Kenny G was saying, and I wish I send the best to him as well, because I watched Kenny G work for a long time too, even before I've gotten to know him. But I've seen you transform from I want to do this to I'm gonna do this to I already done that, and then you transform into another form of hip hop, which they call spoken word, because it's basically all the same, just in different formats. And a lot of people say, yeah, you take it by storm. It wasn't taken by storm. It was something that was in you already, that it just needed that extra little. I seen somebody do it, and I can do it too. And a lot of time we always say we ain't gonna copy nobody, but sometimes when you copy people, that's when you find your niche. You copy off somebody else, you find your niche, and you put your own spin to it. And that's what I feel. That's why when you say, "Oh, I've seen these brothers do it," I'm honored that you saw us do it, but I'm even more honored that you put your own spin to it and did it the way you did. I remember you as Ice Cold, the Ultimate Warrior. A lot of people don't know that side of Black Ice. They just know the spoken word. I know the snatch off the jacket, the jump around them LAL. I know the whole spiel. So when I sit back and I watch where you are now, man, I just sit back and go, damn, And Dr. Groove said something to me before him and Dre, Sweet D. It was like, man, we look at you and we like, damn, we created a monster, but it's a good monster. And when I look at you, I say, damn, man, we created a real monster, but it's a good monster. And I feel good. Like I tell Jay, I ain't never had no jealousy in my heart. When I see you brothers doing something the way you guys doing it, it make me feel good, man, because I feel like when I'm old and I'm done and y'all still going, all the hard work we put in, kicking them doors and walking them concrete pavement floor, getting caught under bus seats, about to get beat up and down. All of that wasn't in vain because I see y'all take it to another level. But brother, you exceeded the level that I thought it would go to, bro. I'm just be honest. I don't know how the hell you do it. I don't know how the hell you still doing it, at the level it is, but I'm glad to see you doing it, brother. So a lot of people, and this is the dumbest thing. And I be telling Rob all the time, yeah, man, I talk to this person. Now we go, oh, do you and Ice talk? What the hell you mean do we talk?
Right.
Bro, family have issues. Families don't always see eye to eye, but family is just that, family. If you can't look past something that you don't agree with, then you ain't real family. So, brother, niggas, like I tell Mike, tell my little bald head brother, I said, what's up, man? And you always, and I'm proud of everything you're doing, bro. I just wanted to say that. Now I'm gonna get my head off of here.
Yeah, as you have seen me do over the years, I will always give credit and pay homage to, you all and Sax Preacher, for the role that you all have played in my growth and development. And, I don't know what's wrong with some people that want to give off the impression that they got where they are by themselves. But I always give, credit where credit is due, because that's a part of my journey. And I think that people should know, and just like the legends of Chicago hip hop, it's like many people didn't know a lot of the faces and a lot of the names of people who really played an important role in establishing hip hop in Chicago. But it's upon us, it's incumbent upon us to make sure that when the story is told and history is written, that the names that people don't know about get mentioned, so that's it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, brothers and sisters, we can ready round the table for closing comments. I get the last word. Closing comments. Closing comments. Black Ice is a pleasure with some change left over to have you on the show and stuff, man, and whatnot. Along with Analog Soul and whatnot, I'm gonna send her a love text and stuff, saying thank you and everything and stuff, man. We all got some beautiful history. And one thing, I'm like y'all. I think we all think of a certain level and shit. I'm thankful for my gifts and stuff, man. And I'm thankful for everybody that done came along that helped me to get to where I'm going as I'm still traveling and stuff. The road don't end and shit until God called me home and stuff and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Dub C's, Black Ice, Labrie turned me on for both y'all and stuff, Analog Soul and stuff, Lamont McCary and shit, Just Me, Spicy, Sister Joy, everybody that opened up a stage or just showed love and whatnot, man. It's a beautiful thing and stuff. I'm thankful for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful to I got props and shit, man. Because me and Black Ice got a joint that's on SoundCloud, a little go-go piece and shit called Dance All Day and shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
enjoyed that, man. I enjoyed writing that. Yeah.
Hell yeah and stuff, man. People still show love to that joint to this day. And I'm sharing all them things they owe to us, but they knew to everybody else because we got some good funky shit coming down the block. and shit. But in the meantime, I'm sharing all that love and stuff, man, and stuff. So, folks know who we are and we show love to each other. And I appreciate you coming along for the ride and stuff. You have any closing comments, Black Ice?
Yeah, for those who are out there who are tuning in, whether it's live now or you're going back to listen to the recording, you can catch me on YouTube at Black Ice TV. Make sure you subscribe. Black is spelled BLAQ. Believe in the Lord. Ask questions. BLAQ. ICE TV. That's 3 different words. If you are on Facebook, then you can reach me at DeAndre Hawthorne Black Ice. Y'all already know how to spell Black Ice, BLAQICE. Or just put in Black Ice Chicago, BLAQICE Chicago. If you're on Instagram, then you can type in King of Poetry Black Ice. Again, Black is spelled BLAQICE. Monday nights, we're live on Voices Behind the Pens, one of the longest running spoken word open mics that exists online today. The 4-time award-winning POET radio. Also, if you're in the Chicagoland area, On March 12th, we have an open mic at Dalton Park District. March the 18th, we will be at the Imagine Chatham Movie Theater, 210 West 87th Street, and we will be presenting a showcase there called God's Greatest Gift. This is National Women's Month. And if you have Prime, Amazon Prime, you know where all the movies are at, then go over there and check out my movie that's on Amazon Prime. It's called Step Off the Block. Now, they are charging for you to rent it, but if you want to see my part, you can also click on the trailer, Step Off the Block. It's showing on Prime TV. And I have another movie on Prime TV called Sex Ain't Love, in which my poetry is featured in that as well. I have a book on Amazon. You can order the book off of Amazon. All you got to do is type in Black Ice Poetry Book, and that would be the easiest way for you to remember it. On Amazon, Black Ice Poetry Book, Black is spelled BLAQ. You'll see my new book, Intimate Conversations, right? Other than that, I am producing a new album for Vision that will be released on March 26th. I have another album that I'm producing with The Messenger and myself. It's called The Truth Hour. You see right there, The Truth Hour. And got some other things in the works too. So y'all hang in there, man. I don't want to oversaturate and overload your brain with all these things that we have in the works, but I'm loving what I do, and I'm thanking God for the capability of doing what I do and the gift that he has bestowed on me. And I want to thank you again, the legendary Dub C's, and my man, the national award-winning poet and spoken word artist, Brother Rob the Poet Brown. Brother Rob, if you don't want to say the whole thing.
Yes, sir. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, Ice, because I want you to be with us until we go clear and stuff. Dub, you got any closing comments, big brother?
Well, bro, I already said everything I had to say, man. You know, I'm proud. I'm proud of this brother, man. I seen every aspect, the ups, the downs, the turnarounds, the go arounds, the jump up, the hoop. I seen it all, and I'm still here, brother. I'm always here, brother Rob. You already know how we rocking, man. I'm proud of everything you're doing, and every time I see each show gets better and better, man. And that's all you can ask for. You know, I sit back, and a lot of people can't take criticism, but hey, if you can't take constructive criticism, then you don't need to be in the business. But brother, you're nothing to criticize. We bounce off each other. That's how it go. All
right. That's what's up.
Don't y'all forget, we got the Dub C's 14th annual award show coming up. I was gonna do it. I was trying to figure out whether I wanted to do it here in Green Bay or go and do it one more time in Chicago, man. And a lot of people keep saying do it in Chicago one more time. So right now I'm really up. It's up in the air, but man, it's about to happen. They said it wouldn't work, and this is the 14th annual. So y'all get ready for the Dub C's 14th annual award show. I got some surprises for y'all in this show too. Brother Rob will be running the award show this year. Brother Rob will be in charge of the award show. Brother Rob will be taking over a lot of different things as I get ready to venture over and start some more journeys with the cleaning business. That's right, y'all get ready. Well, no, don't get ready. It's already here. Jones Cleaning Company in effect already. Got the label, Big Daddy Records going. It's just a lot of stuff that hey, all right, brother. You got it honest, brother. You got it honest, man. We some hardworking fellas, man. And we wait till we get up age to start working the way we do. But that's all right, though. That's what keeps us going.
Yes, sir. The element of surprise is a beautiful thing because I didn't know I was running the fucking award show until just now. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. This family is what we do and stuff, right? Closing comments. Love shout out to Analog Soul and stuff. Brothers and sisters, support your local spoken word artists. We have heavy hitters every show. You know what I'm saying? Support your local spoken word artists, meaningly on this particular case, Analog Soul and Black Ice and Poet. Support your local MCs, brothers and sisters. Support your local entrepreneurs. And most of all, support your local black business. We all we got, man. brothers and sisters. To all the brothers and sisters who have tuned in, please throw some more hearts and thumbs and everything and stuff, and show love and share and everything. We love you to life. We want you to keep tuning in. We take pride in everything we do and stuff. And we love those who love us. We realize not everybody gotta love us and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And for those who don't love us, it's okay. You get the consolation prize. A great big bag of nuts. Brothers and sisters, to all my spoken word artists, as always in closing, may your thoughts in your head radiate through your pen as you create your next great creation. May the rhymes that you write bring joy to the victims of life's stresses, which can throw off one's vibration. May the studies of your works grow and blossom like the rose that grew out of the concrete for the entire world to see. May your voices vibrate from the shores of Ichigumi to the highest heights of hilltops of Mount Wanahakalugi. May your voices crashes like thunder, which brings the rain, which brings down the mist, which blesses us with the sweet morning dew. And may your attitude towards your work be revolutionary and defiant. So if anybody say they don't like what you do, you can say, man, fuck you. I hope you've enjoyed the show, brothers and sisters. Special love shout out going out to Analog Soul, our special guest, our feature, Black Ice, King of Poetry, Dub C's Entertainment, and I am your host, Brother Rob, the Poet Brown. Well, Brother Rob, if you don't feel like saying the whole thing, tune in next month, share, and share with some more shares and stuff and whatnot. I'm going to be sharing it all week with some change left over. And we love you to life. Put God first. Don't be afraid to believe in you and study. Don't let nobody think that somebody else has to tell you who you are, okay? You can figure out your own puzzle and stuff. You ain't got to hold nobody's hand to walk no more. Damn it, you don't need nobody to tell you how to think no more either and whatnot and stuff, all right? And it's not just down to religion. It's also the, counterculture bullshit that's going on too and stuff. Love you to life and stuff. Keep tuning in. Dub C's Entertainment. Brother peace.
Yo. Legends of Chicago hip hop.
Yep.
Hey yo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who you down with?
Yo, I'm down with the legend.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, Black Ice, my man, gonna give him some.
They call me Mr. Make It Happen, the last dragon. The lyrical Bruce Leroy, Chi-Town B-boy. No closed caption.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Get ready for the main attraction. They tell me, black man, you got too much passion. But after 30-year career of rapping and acting, fact is I got more styles and flavors than Baskin. Flows colder than the Aspens. Timbo so deep in the snow, study the pattern. And I'm climbing up Jacob's ladder and standing on my square, while all your glass ceilings I'm shattering. And if hip-hop was the NBA, I have more rings than Saturn. So far 26 albums in, and my pen be so fertile. Perfected this craft so there's no need for rehearsal.
Practice? What are we talking about? We're talking about practice, man. Practice.
The nerve of you. Just watch the pen strokes, they be so surgical.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who you